Are we in it already?
And we're back.
Are we in it already?
We are not yet.
I literally got here like 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, you boys been prepping.
It's like we're professionals today.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Walked in, we're ready to go. And like his teeth landed in the scalp of another child. Because your satisfaction is our guarantee. We guarantee it. Good start on first beer. Today's first beer is brought to you by Busch Apple Light. Sponsor us.
The official drink of the Illini Drumline.
Did you already do a sound check and everything?
No.
What?
I assume we sound good.
How do you assume? How can you
I
just
didn't change
assume? How
anything.
can you just assume that?
I mean,
What if we sound like booty?
we fix it in post? Maybe turn yours down a little bit.
When do we ever fix things
I'll
in
turn yours
post?
down a little
yeah.
bit. Speak. I mean, it's gonna show up high either way. Yeah, you're fine.
Well, I mean, it's probably fine. Because you haven't changed anything.
I haven't changed anything.
Okay.
In theory.
I know the camera position changed a little bit because someone had guests.
I have had no guests in my house.
Someone had guests. And
No.
someone had to bump in. Had guests bumping into the camera.
No, not I.
I was one of those guests.
Oh, you jerk. Welcome back to, I think this is the 30th episode of SpaceShow. Yeah.
Number 30. Is this where we start our midlife crisis?
Yeah, this is where we buy all new equipment.
Yeah, we buy new
Expensive
lights.
equipment that does the exact same job.
Yeah, new camera so we can listen to a podcast in higher def.
Yep.
Higher video quality. But yeah, this is gonna be like. Is this gonna be the last one before I go back, or are we gonna try to do another one after this?
Probably gonna be the last one because I work this weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. All right. Well, I mean, I'll bring the mic back down to school and we can record. But
Sounds
yeah,
good.
this is gonna be the last in-person episode for a while.
For us. I have a guest lined up for
Wait.
possibly the next episode.
Who? Are you kicking me out of my own
Don't
show?
worry about it. I'm getting a new co-host.
Who? Is Mickey coming on for a show finally?
He's still in retirement.
He's on hiatus.
He's on disability right now.
How much are we paying him?
I don't know. I didn't look. I just gave him a blank check. I
Too
said I
much.
trust you.
Can you want to give me some hints or you want to spoil it?
Yeah. She's the meanest quad player I ever marched next to.
Really? I thought she
Yeah.
lives in California.
That's what I thought too. She's back home for school.
Oh, fair.
I mean, from school. She's not going back till next semester.
Word. Wait, like
I-
next fall?
Fall.
Okay.
She's home until fall. I don't know if she's doing like online or anything.
Word.
We'll figure it out next.
Very
maybe
cool.
next time whenever I get her on the show.
She's cool. You tell her I said she's very cool.
I was taking down my Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden my phone starts ringing and I decide, nah, I'm not picking that up. And I checked the voicemail and it was her. And she was like, I didn't realize you had such kind words about me, you and Mickey and Danny. Like I was listening to the show.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
cool. And she's all right.
Fencer was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Name drop. Oh. Wow.
She's secretly been on the show every episode.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You should get Mr. Sheets on here as well.
He's in Wisconsin.
Did he live in Wisconsin when he did Pio?
Yeah. You know Shadow Drum and Bugle Corps?
I'm familiar.
He went to the high school.
Really?
He was in the program before it was like, I guess, club marching band, because they did have like a program, like in between program.
So
where they heard
what was
people
it
from there.
first? Was it like an indoor first?
No, it's a marching band.
Like Shadow Drum and Bugle Corps. The first thing it was like
A high
drum
school.
corps. It was at high school.
It's a high school. It's based out of a high school.
Well, yeah, but like
I don't know what you're asking.
I'm trying to compare it to like Nexus.
Oh.
Like in the way like that Nexus was based out of a high school,
Mhm.
but it wasn't the high school.
No,
you
well,
know,
they were
like-
required to have majority of their kids be from the high school for like a while. I think up until like 2016, membership had to be 50%
And that was like
high schoolers.
that was their own requirement.
Mm-hmm. Like I think it was from the school that they would fund,
Yeah.
put funding into the program.
Hmm.
So I've heard on the street. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I know you have expansive knowledge about Shadow Drum and Bugle Corps.
I mean, what can I say? But yeah, no, he did the high school. I think he did the indoor a couple years. And then when he aged out, he's like, I just wanted to come somewhere else that was like pretty good. And then he picked Pioneer Indoor.
Yeah, I was like, why do you pick Pioneer Indoor?
But to be fair, that was probably the meanest indoor quad line I marched on.
You think?
They were tough.
I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Even more so than 17. She was on that line too, right?
Vanessa was on the 17 line. The difference was 17 was 4 rookies. After 4 vets were just on the line.
3 vets. Well,
No.
no, 2. After 17, it's 2 vets and a rookie.
I'm talking about the
16 quad line.
16 quad line. Who was there?
It was Tommy,
Tom?
which is a vet.
Dom.
Dom is a vet.
And then, yeah, I guess the Edwardsville guy. I
Luke.
don't remember his name. Luke.
Luke, I think.
Mm-hmm. And it was supposed to be a super vet line.
Yeah.
But there was some stuff that happened there
Yeah.
that I don't I wasn't there for
It
it to
dipped
happen.
out.
Yeah.
Somebody
But
to go
still,
march.
Tommy was a super vet. Dom was a super vet. And then you had 1 rookie. And you guys did all right. Next year, 4 rookies.
And how we do?
And then they're like, Eddie, you're the guy. Have you been in the center of a line before? Yeah, this last summer. You're the guy.
Yeah, in high school.
And then, yeah, Vanessa and I were just like, we stood next to each other. I don't think we spoke a word.
Yeah,
It was like, not that we weren't not friends, but like.
well, like knowing you,
Mhm.
like you don't put yourself out there,
No, not at all.
and like also like knowing her, I know she was also in the same boat, and I was also in the same boat because I never talked to her really, other than a few offhanded conversations maybe, but
I would say
Yeah.
we weren't like good friends until our last season at Pi.
that season.
No, like
Oh, the children's
the
show?
recess show because we were just having a good time and like getting along really
That's
well.
cool.
But that year, like her and I were both on like pretty
Yeah.
synced up because we just marched a whole winter together.
Mhm.
And then my man Jacob, my married man, he
Real
was
jerk.
just so like in it the entire season.
Focused.
Yeah, he
Laser
would-
beam focus.
He'd go to his band room because I think he was still in school at that point, like college.
Mhm.
He would move all the chairs, take out a set of quads, and do his drill in the band room and set it up.
Very
He would
cool.
talk to security like, "Can I stay here a couple hours after it's closed?"
Yeah,
Insane.
that's
And
pretty
yeah,
cool.
Nick, the quad tech, Dom, the quad tech, we were all just. It was fun. We didn't have either of them for a sectional, and that was the one time they trusted me to run it. So I started changing the parts, and I made them much harder than they needed to be. It's
Yeah.
like, what is this? Well, the other part sounded clean already.
Well,
And
this-
it's January.
This part's cooler.
Yeah. It's like, fine. Give me like an hour, and I'm going to rewrite these parts, and they'll be harder, but they'll make sense. Okay.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have much musical freedom in the world of pit orchestra, where you can't change the part to be more fun.
I challenge your idea.
Why?
I made my own part in the pit once. For
Okay.
Pi.
Okay, wait.
Recess.
The single note?
Yeah. I wasn't contractor for the front ensemble. I made a part that they eventually took out after one show.
Well, you can turn that. You can use that logic and say that I made up the part for Rhythm X when I'm me playing snare drum.
Did you make it
I
up?
made it up.
You made it up?
I made it. Well, I was supposed to be supposed to be playing what Zach Hudson was playing on the drum set.
But didn't they correct you at finals?
Yeah, but I made it up because I didn't know what Zach was playing, and I was like, this sounds close enough, so
That's fair. And
made it up.
I can't argue that. That is exactly like I said.
It's like
Hey, you're
Pi, Rhythm X, we're one and the same.
You composed for Rhythm X.
I did, and you composed the one note solo for Pi.
I did.
Pretty fitting that you ended your indoor career on a one note solo, and I began my career on a
Well,
one
I
note
had one
solo.
show on a one-note solo, and then they took it out the next rehearsal. They said it didn't fit the show. I'm like, what?
Your single note.
I thought it was hilarious. I'm glad I got at least one like good action shot.
It's like a little Easter egg for everyone who'd seen Nexus Indoor 2014.
That was a deep cut. Everyone's just out there.
Whoa!
I see it.
Easter egg fan service.
Even like the director at Pi and stuff wasn't really too aware of what Nexus was about.
Adam?
It sounded like
Really?
not that he was like dropping tea or anything, but just from what I gathered, he made it sound like our staff really didn't talk about what happened at the organization.
I can believe that. I mean, because
I mean, again, we were only around for 3 years.
and there probably wasn't that much to talk about. We were probably dog shit. And like, what are you gonna talk about? How much worse your group is than
That's also true.
Adam's group or
and
the other
Pio
group
was
in the area?
killing it at that
Yeah.
time. When did we end? 15, and that's when they got the second silver
Exactly.
in a row.
Yeah. So,
So-
Pio was hot shit at the time, and Nexus was not. So obviously, I mean, speaking from experience, I wouldn't really talk about my shitty group, especially if I'm with somebody who's
Dude, that's what this
associated with better
podcast
group.
is. This is all I talk about, my shitty groups. You have
But,
time
like-
to listen to some episodes, 29 episodes?
Yeah. No, kind of busy. I'm still trying to edit that Danny Mac episode.
Dude, I don't know if that's ever going to come out.
Listen,
Just so our listeners are aware, I have zero say in when that ever comes out. I forgot about that until you mentioned it.
It's not. I've been all
your winter break.
All last semester, I was like, wait till winter break, and then I tried to sit down multiple times during winter break. I got a little bit of work done, but initially I couldn't do it because I had none of the footage. The footage disappeared off my computer. I don't know where it went, so I had to reach out to Danny Mac again and get the footage again. So we're back in business, but it's not the easiest
When's
thing
your
because
due date?
it's a compilation.
You give me your due date. We are on.
It's gonna be I don't have
January
a due date.
21st. When do you want it?
Might be by next year.
So January 21st, 2022.
But like it's the way it is. Like I'm like trying to edit it in ways I've never edited things before, like time lapse things and making a lot of cuts. And I'm trying to make something. It's kind of a dumpster fire at the moment. And it'll probably become a lost episode if it doesn't come together.
It's gonna be the Only Pods episode.
Yeah, first thing on Only Pods. I'm still thinking we should get blackout drunk and record an episode.
Dude,
we just put ourselves in the room, put a microphone in there, have a few drinks, see what happens.
just let it run for hours.
Put a few, other things in there like lighters.
Just drink gasoline.
No,
and see what happens.
and we need a mirror in the room so that way we can look in the mirror, see what we saw, take a saw and cut a hole and escape the room. Do you know that?
No.
Oh, it's like a riddle, like how do you escape a room but there's only a mirror in the room or something like that. Forgive what it is, but yeah, it's like a word thing. It's really stupid, really, really stupid. Hey man, what's new?
We got a new president.
Yeah, that is new.
We do have a new president.
that is new.
That is very new.
Did you watch?
No, because I was in class and then I went right to work. I missed the whole thing.
I watched. Nothing exciting happened.
I heard Tom Hanks was there or something.
All the old presidents were there. That's about it.
That's pretty dope.
That's usually how it goes.
Bernie Sanders vibing out in his mittens.
You know who wasn't there? Trump.
Who?
Trump.
Not familiar.
45.
Oh.
You know who
okay.
was there? Pence.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
No. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, Trump said that he said openly that he wasn't going to go to the inauguration. And I think Biden said something along the lines of, that's something we can both agree on, is like, we don't want you at the inauguration.
Like one of my favorite quotes when COVID was first starting and like the election stuff was kind of ramping up. It was like a quote tweet of like an article. The article said, Trump says, if elected, Biden will listen to scientists. And Biden tweeted it saying, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like so many times science was denied.
We're back in the World Health Organization.
That's cool.
That is very cool.
And the Paris Climate Agreement.
Mm-hmm. And the Sokovian Accords.
Very cool. That is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to hear it. Should I hear this one's for
This one's for
Bo Jiden.
Socially distance clink.
No. Damn it. You look so awkward. You retreated just the tiniest amount. I was full extension and you just damn it. You been keeping up with basketball?
As much as I can in my patient's rooms.
So you don't actively watch it?
I saw James Harden on the screen once.
You know about James Harden? No longer on the Rockets?
Yeah,
we did talk about
the
this.
Bulls kicked his butt.
Let me just go off by myself here for a little bit.
Okay.
I am do you know fantasy basketball?
I'm assuming it's like fantasy football and
Yeah,
other things.
well,
You just
yeah.
make a team of players from different teams.
I'm in a fantasy league with my brother this season.
Did you pick Michael Jordan?
No. He's retired. He doesn't play anymore.
Why wouldn't you pick him? He has the best stats.
He's the owner of the worst team in the league.
Are the Wizards?
Hornets now. They used to be the Wizards.
They changed names?
Yeah.
You can do that?
The Wizards used to be the Charlotte Wizards, maybe. Could be getting that wrong. But then they changed to the Washington Wizards, and then the Charlotte team became the Bobcats, and then the Bobcats became the Hornets. So now you have the Charlotte Hornets and the Washington Wizards, and he owns the Charlotte team because he's from North Carolina. Isn't that where Charlotte is?
I could not tell you.
I think so.
If you gave me a globe and said point at Charlotte, get Charlotte.
Charlotte. I think that's why he owns that team, because that's where the state he's from, or like where he's residing. Anyways, bad owner.
Yeah, doubt it.
He's an okay owner. They're shaping up this year, but
only want to drop 50 points in playoff. No, not playoff game. 50 points in 3 decades.
Really? Is that a stat?
That is a stat.
Pretty sure he's like the only 42-year-old to drop 50 points.
He was kind of an old man when he rejoined the league, right?
He's part owner of the team, and then he's just like, fuck, I'll play.
I didn't know he owned the team at that point.
I think
I thought it was more like a convenience. Like, he lived there and said, hey, I want to go back to the NBA.
he was head of the front office. As I just watched the final Last Dance, the documentary you told me about.
YouTube one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he was like in the front office and like part owner of the team. So he was like, shit, I'll play. And it was actually decent. I think he took him to like the first or second round of the playoffs.
When you think about it, 1998 and 2001 aren't that far apart. But there's a lot of damage you can do to your body if you don't keep up with it, from your second three-peat to...
He looked a lot different. He looked like an old man in
He
those
looked
3
like
years.
the cigars got to him.
He looked like the jaundice in his eyes got to him. But no, I did not select Michael Jordan for my fantasy team.
Dude, you're messing up.
I told you, are you you know all the people who've been in the Bulls? Robin
I'm
Lopez.
familiar.
Robin Lopez.
Giannis.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Then there's the
No.
Jason Momoa looking guy.
No, he was not on the Bulls.
What do you mean?
No.
D Rose.
Pissing me off. I have to go take a bathroom break if you don't stop this. I'm winning. That's what I wanted to say. I'm winning very well, very handsomely this week in fantasy. That's all I wanted to say, because every other week I've been doing this, I've been losing very handsomely. But this week I'm winning very handsomely. That's all I wanted to say.
As much as the only amount I keep up with NBA is NBA on TNT with
Shaq
Shaquille O'Neal
and Chuck,
Charles Barkley,
and Ernie
Johnson, and the other black guy, Kenny Smith.
Kenny the
Jet Smith.
You know, Chuck is the only, well, minus Ernie, Chuck is the only person at that table who doesn't have a championship. That's really sad.
He played for, was he like good?
Think so. He's
He was on
like
the dream team, right?
I think he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like one of those guys that's like borderline. If you didn't win a championship, it's like you can be up in the air unless you're like.
Is it more like his personality?
I think it's where he's at now. If he wasn't on TNT and he wasn't so funny with Shaq, he wouldn't be like as well known. Because really, he only went to the finals once.
Really?
That's the only time, and he faced MJ, and he got stomped out. So like, that being said, he was still good. I don't know much about him, but
I mean, he's pretty funny on the show, I will say.
He's so funny.
They have good chemistry. They found 4 really good people for that.
He is like the model for to how to be the butt of a joke, like to how to take jokes. Dude, have you seen like the video of him getting just sprayed in the face like by the water guns? Like Shaq's just unloading. He's like,
say I won't.
Just
say I won't.
Sitting there taking it all. After it's all said and done, he's like, this is a new suit. This is a brand new suit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. How you doing with your first beer there?
I'm like,
That's disappointing.
where are you? Oh man. I'd like to officially apologize. We have a crusher.
When you crush the cans, you become the crusher.
I'd like to formally apologize to the SpaceShow audience for not finishing first beer yet.
Yeah, you should apologize. Also, please drink responsibly.
Please do.
That being said, the faster you finish first beer, the quicker you can get on to second beer.
The faster you drink, the more time you have to sober up.
The faster you drink, the more time you have to enjoy being inebriated.
Also true.
Drink in the shower.
Schweers.
I'm crushing this.
Gift of God. Them things. Wanna grab me a second beer? Prerequisite second beer. Might take a Bapple. It's Bij Maple.
What are these,
Lucy Juicies?
yeah, Lizzie Juicies?
Lucy?
I thought you said Lizzie Juicy.
It was part of my Christmas gift from Mickey.
Well, like,
He's got me a 4-pack of
how do
craft
you
beer.
feel about them?
I haven't tried them yet. There's only 2 in there. 2 are in my room.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you get them? What did he, like, get them for
He's like,
you?
you'll like these.
Oh,
I think he was on his way here and said, I need to pick up something for Eddie.
gotcha. Well, that's about all I got.
All right. So thanks for listening.
Well, that'll about do it. You want to talk about basketball some more?
Not at all. Not one bit. I hate you and your basketball
Want to know how
talk.
fantasy works?
No. I don't want you to explain fantasy to me.
It's really cool.
I have some topics written down.
I think I'm gonna check my fantasy.
Oh my God.
I'll start talking about fantasy before you check the topics list. All right, so this week, tonight, I got a few people playing. Tonight I got Alex Caruso. Lakers are playing, so that means I got Alex Caruso and Taylor Horton Tucker. You know either of those names? And Kyle Kuzma. And none of them have really done it. Jack.
They know Jack.
Andrew Wiggins doesn't play till 9. Brooke Lopez, brother of Robin Lopez, twin of Robin
They
Lopez.
know George Lopez.
Yeah, that's their dad.
Oh, okay.
He's playing tonight. I'm winning handsomely. You want to see me? Here, I'm winning 13-2.
Okay. Lopez Wonder Twins.
Yeah, because I have the Twins on my team. And see, I'm forcing just the tip dunk.
All right.
That's what the other team I'm facing. I'm absolutely crushing him 13-2. It's a good week. Good week.
Good week to be Danny.
Good week to be the Lopez Wonder Twins. That's for damn sure. And Robin, ex-Bull, on my fantasy team, I'm really glad about picking him up because he was the backup center on the Wizards. Now he's the starting center because starting center got injured.
Love that. Love to hear it.
Now our ex-Bull is shining in the limelight.
What can I say? Jordan's just always been there for us.
No.
From UNC to the Wizards, he's just
You know what high school you went to? Could you tell me?
Providence Catholic.
Do you know what his wife's name is?
Doesn't matter.
You don't know anything about. Are you even on the Bulls? You don't know anything about Michael Jordan.
Well, we're just coworkers. We don't like hang out. We're not that close friends.
Just water.
He's invited me, but
We're just hanging at the water cooler. It's nothing.
yeah, I just want to keep it professional between him and I.
Between Mr. Jordan and I.
Yeah, Mike. I call him Mike in the office.
He said it's cool.
Yeah.
Around the water cooler.
You know Scott? Mr. Pippen?
Who?
Scott Pippen.
I'm not familiar with him.
Oh, he did something there for a little bit, and now he used to work he used to be the face. He doesn't work there anymore. You don't worry about it. You won't have to know his name.
I don't get it. I don't really get what you're getting at here. You're speaking just words at me. You're
Isn't
not
that
really
a conversation?
You're not really making sense.
Speaking words.
You're not really making sentences. You're just speaking words at me.
Don't you ever speak words at me like that again.
Yep.
So, will you be voting for Mr. West in 2024?
I don't think I'll be voting.
No, you're abstaining.
I think I'll be moved out of the country by then. I think I'm gonna move to Costa Rica and live my life there.
I think we need to make our predictions as to who's gonna win.
2024.
2028.
Dude, I don't even know what's gonna be going on at that time.
I will be shocked if we still have democracy at that point.
If we even have solid surfaces, if we're not just phasing through everything by that point, that's what I think the future is gonna be
If
like.
this isn't Back to the Future shit.
Yeah, for real. We're just gonna be existing in an alternate plane of
the fourth dimension.
everything is just everything at every point in time. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've been there.
Where everything is not nothing, but it's also everything at the same time.
Yeah, I get you.
I visit there sometimes on the weekends. Pull out your topics list. I thought you had a topics list.
Yeah, they weren't
I'm
good.
carrying the show on my back.
They definitely weren't great.
You wanna just?
No, we got this.
You wanna just?
No, we're only at 23 minutes. Are you
wanna just?
Are you gonna let people down like that?
You don't even know what I'm saying. I was gonna ask if you wanted to skip rope or something.
I would love to skip rope. What was your favorite game as a child?
Be more specific.
When you were shorter.
Be more.
And went
what do you mean?
outside.
Oh, okay.
Recess.
Well, it's a little spit bubble in the back of my throat. I'm trying to think back. We had kickball. Kickball was a big one.
Okay.
Because we had a baseball field in my playground, and then Monkey on the Wood Chips.
Good game.
Good one.
Good. That's a manly version of The Floor is Lava. That's where children become men.
That's the indoor version. But yeah, Monkey on the Wood Chips, that caused kids to get injured.
Yeah.
Actually, no shit. Here's a good story. So some kid at the playground, it's a pretty tall playground at my grade school. It's K through 4 school. pretty tall playground. Kids like jump off it. Like that's how you show like the girls. Like
Okay.
that's how you show who's the man.
And how old are you at this point?
First grade, I think I was in first grade, and at that point, like it's like the kid that gets all the women, usually the fastest one,
Okay.
You know about that hierarchy?
Yeah.
The fastest kid gets all the chicks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in my grade school, it was also the fastest ones and the kids who could jump off I'm blanking on the playground, the tall ass playground. Kids who could jump off that and just fucking eat shit, like jump off the slide, jump off whatever.
You guys said, "My name's Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass," and the girls were all about it.
Yeah, honestly. And I wouldn't know anything about that. I never did. I just watched kids like jumping off shit. And one day, this kid jumped off, and he landed on another kid, and like his teeth landed in the scalp of another child.
No,
like
was he like stuck?
He like landed like biting in this kid's mouth. No, his teeth got lodged in the kid's skull and fell out. It got ripped out of this kid's mouth. So they're stuck in this kid's head.
The teeth were in the kid's head.
Yeah. Dead ass.
Dude.
Yeah. Ambulance had to get called and everything. It was a whole thing.
Jeez. I bet there was a rule of no more jumping off that thing for a while.
They kept a close eye on anyone that was jumping off that thing. But it was also cool going up high because you could, on a clear day, you can see like downtown Chicago from that playground. It's kind of cool.
Or you can land on your friend's head and just give him your teeth.
Or you can get your teeth pulled out, yeah.
It's so
two front teeth at the same time. That's all. It's like kid in my Boy Scout troop broke both of his arms at the same time. Different like occasions, but at the same time, like he had double casts.
The guy was just
full
unable to do anything.
I can't put my arms down, Good shit. Yeah, for real.
That's so messed up. I can't imagine not being able to use both my arms because they're broken.
Because you broke them doing two different things.
Mm-hmm. Like, you think when one's broken, you're going to be way more careful with the other one.
All right, got to be super careful. I only got this one now. You'd think, but...
That's how I would do it.
Nope. I don't know how he did anything. Like, his arms were stuck like this for months.
Imagine sleeping like that.
How are you supposed to put on pants? Or, like... anything that requires bending your elbows.
No, you just put them in bungee cables and you jump into your pants.
Yeah, you got to set up a little contraption in your room to jump into your pants.
Exactly. So you get it. Was this you? Are
I've
you the kid?
I was the kid. There's a story on Reddit, or old folk tale.
Okay. Mr. 4chan?
About a kid who broke both of his arms and had his and needed his mom to, relieve him, if you know what I mean, like relieve him, because he had broken both of his arms and couldn't do it himself, and he said it was uncomfortable, or so the legend goes.
Nope. Nope. Not about it.
I've never broken a bone. Have you?
No.
Actually, I think I thought I broke my pinky toe, but that's like very minor.
Mm-hmm. I just refuse to break a bone.
Mr. Skater Boy, you're probably gonna eventually.
Dude, I ate shit so hard when I tried dropping in the first time. I tried full sending it and I backed out at the last second.
Is there a video of that?
No. The twins were there.
Yeah, I feel like I saw a video of it.
No, it was rough. I was pissed. I was mad. Like, damn it. One, why'd I wear shorts here?
Could you go back and pick out like what went wrong, what you did wrong?
100%.
What went wrong?
So I thought I was full sending it.
Thought.
But when I put my weight to my left foot, I got scared. So I tried shifting my hips the other way and putting my torso back because I wanted to keep my body level. But I just put all my weight on my right foot. So the board slid out.
Yeah. Dude, when you drop in, it's like your body goes like parallel to the ground.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Still can't do it. I did it once.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But then I couldn't do it again afterwards.
Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
More than I can do. I'm sure I would eat shit just the same.
Spooky.
I'm just trying to learn how to ollie every time I pick up a skateboard.
Do one on camera. I got one right there.
I'll break the camera, the whole set. It'll just come crashing down in one motion. Whole house is going to be destroyed.
Gotta move. What happened? Danny tried ollieing.
Wrecked the whole place. And moved states. Hey, that's pretty cool. No, too bad nobody can see what's going on.
We know what happened here.
That was pretty cool. Can't believe what I just saw here today.
Oh, we have a new addition to the set. Our little hedgehog planter that Mickey got me. He gave me it because the picture on the box had like a plant in it. It's like, I got you responsibility.
It's just
So I opened it and like, did you think there was a plant in here? Oh, it doesn't come with one? How long do you think this would sit on a shelf if there's a plant in here?
There was a plant that came in a box.
We got a special friend. That's why he's not on the show
A
anymore.
special friend that hasn't been on since episode 12.
Every time he's like, I love to get back on there. Doesn't happen.
I just saw him for the first time in months.
We didn't have Megapod.
Very sad.
That would have been a nightmare.
Really would have.
That was fun though. We all got together.
Yeah.
We had a thruple date, three-way date.
And there were dogs.
And there were 2 dogs. Vivian brought over her brother's dog, which is just like a small little Yorkie.
And Mickey brought over some bitch.
A female dog, yes.
Little, tiny little. She made the whole night about her.
Just howling.
She was
She
screaming.
just needed so much attention.
She made them bring the whole cage for her.
Dude, they brought so much stuff for that dog. And it was only like 9 weeks old.
That's very adorable, though. Very cute puppy. What was its name? Can't remember.
Holland. Like hollandaise sauce, because you know Mickey.
Everything going back to food. It's kind of funny that we've only had one episode of all 3 of us being on.
Has only been one episode
At
of
1
all
or
3.
2. Some disappointing number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do all I can.
You've been on every episode except for the Danny show, which hasn't come out.
I've been on every episode except for the one that isn't an episode yet.
It'll get there. Maybe. At the very least, I could do like the beginning like 15 minutes before we were like building the clock. And we were just like talking.
It was like a mini
shit.
episode or something.
Yeah, if the
Mm-hmm.
actual like construction doesn't work out. Because like I said, it's not really like a podcast. It's more like a YouTube video, but
What a shame.
we kind of got hammered that night. He hit up the craft beer section of Binny's, and
Word.
those are heavy on the alcohol, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. You haven't second beer yet?
I'm starting second beer right now.
I'm literally almost done with second beer. And I have stomach issues.
Yeah, okay. Not all of us can get our appendix taken out willy-nilly.
You wish you could flex your lack of appendix.
I still have all my body parts.
No.
Wisdom teeth,
I was just about to
appendix.
say. You don't have your baby teeth.
You don't know that. You don't know me. They're just in the back behind my actual teeth. Like 2 rows.
Like sharks? You don't have
Go on.
all the original skin cells that you were born with.
I hold on to it.
I got a guy.
You don't know my guy.
Why haven't you introduced me to your guy?
It would just be a conflict of
Interest?
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. I'm running on like minimal sleep.
Dude, you just woke up. Dude slept for 17 hours.
No, not at
Yes,
all.
it's 7 p.m.
I got home at 3 a.m. or 3:30 a.m. Took like a couple hours nap.
Yeah, it's
Got
7.
up for class.
Do you know military time it is right now? It's 19:38.
Can you do that like on the top of your head?
It's so easy.
I can't do it.
Take that. Take the first number. Take the hour. Add 12 to it.
Huh.
And that
That is how it works.
only if it's p.m.
That is how that works, isn't it?
Yeah. Unless and then if it's 12, then it's 0. If it's midnight.
Every time I have to fill out paperwork at work,
Yeah.
I'm straight up just on my hand. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, 5 o'clock, 17. Every time.
And you're bad with the months, aren't you?
I'm horrible with months. I can't associate months with numbers. I know February's 2.
Do you know which one
12.
January is?
It's 1. Lesser than 2.
Can you read a clock?
Yeah, I can read a clock. I've had students that cannot read clocks,
Yeah.
which is, I think is wild.
I know people in college at U of I, the state flagship school where you have to be decently smart enough to get in. Don't know how to read.
What are you
a
saying
clock.
about me? I don't go to U of I.
You didn't apply there.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
What if I applied there and didn't get in?
You didn't.
You don't know that?
You applied to like 2 schools. I know that.
I applied to the U of I nursing program.
U of I, like down in Champaign.
Yeah.
Really?
No,
It's
they
kinda
don't have a
bad
nursing program.
It's a. There's like a nursing thing.
The community college has the nursing program, but you can be on the campus.
Yeah, it's not great.
Because one of the nurses at the hospital I work at said her daughter did that because she wanted like the Big Ten experience, which is fair. If you're getting your bachelor's or whatever, it's still fine.
It's an experience.
But like, not for me. I don't want to pay all that money just to.
No,
go
it's
party.
a lot of money, and truth be told, I don't
You
know.
have to talk shit about your school?
No, I don't know. I do like my school a lot, but it's a lot of money, and I don't know if it's worth it.
Like the partying aspect of school, I think it's for a type of personality that is not mine. I'm more reserved. Like if I'm thrown into the situation, cool.
You and I are pretty alike.
We've never once gotten along.
You and I are pretty alike, and like we both like are shy to like respect and don't like to put ourselves out there. And I'm not crazy about parties, but like still being able to go to a place where there are so many social activities, or at least there were.
There's something going on every day of the week.
Yeah.
If you want to go to a party at any time, you can find one.
Yeah. Not necessarily a party, but just like something going on.
A gathering, yeah.
Something going on, yeah. That's pretty fun about it. But like if you're not in the place to be able to pay, I think like 40 plus grand for it, then don't. But yeah.
You're almost done with school, right?
Yeah, I might be doing an extra semester. Have I talked to you about that yet?
Briefly.
Yeah, might be doing an extra semester, get another minor, just to be a little bit more competitive for whatever I choose to do after.
Viv's gonna graduate this semester.
I'm jealous. I wish I could.
And I'm on year 6 of college for my 4-year degree.
But now you're in like legit nursing school.
Yeah, now I'm like doing it.
Yeah.
I only have 2 more years, so it'll take me 8 years for a 4-year degree.
It's not bad, dude. My sister took 4 years for a 2-year degree. So.
No, I'm on year 4. Yeah. 4.5. Most people my age already graduated.
Dude, so many people my age are graduated.
That's wild. When people graduate early, I'm like, good for you. I'm glad you're smart.
Had I not dicked around with biochemistry for so long, I would have been graduated by now.
Hell yeah.
Just think about it. I only transferred into this major junior year. I know. I could have done 3.5 semesters and been graduated a year and a half early.
Look at you now.
Darn.
You're on the best drum line there is.
I've been meaning to discuss this.
Okay.
With someone. I'm debating doing drumline again.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Well, let's weigh the pros and cons right here on air.
I just don't know. Like, what's it gonna be like at that point?
That was even my argument. If it was me, and if it's in a similar situation for the next semester or next year of drumline, probably wouldn't do it. Because, like, what's an online performance? You're not really learning much.
No.
You're not getting better per se, maybe if you have an online clinic, but you're also not performing, which is probably, like, the biggest aspect of being in the marching band, right?
That's the whole reason you do it, is for the performances. You're not doing it for the rehearsals.
So if you're not in it for if you're not doing performances, what's the point? If you guys are still getting together as a drumline, and you're in the mega bass or whatever, I mean, there's not really a big difference, right?
No, but like, had I known entirely what this semester or like, this year of marching line I would have been like, I don't know if I would have done it. I don't think I would have, because
I don't think you would have been missing out on much.
No. Because, I mean, everybody else in the house was doing it. So, I mean, I could have showed up to class if I wanted to. Like, Asher, the one guy who's not, like, taking the actual band class last semester, but he still did MI.
Really?
Like, previously, yeah. But he didn't take it. He just chose not to do it last year because he said it was going to be stupid. He showed up to class whenever something cool was going on. Like, we had a guest speaker or, like, something funny was going on. But, like, he didn't have to put up with any of the BS. And, like... Knowing all the BS I would have had to put up with, like, I don't think I would have done it. And if next year was going to be like that, then I definitely won't do it.
Yeah, because we don't know where this virus is going to take us. We're definitely not going to be at full capacity performances for like another year.
Don't know what anything will look like at that point in time. So, like, really,
I would doubt that DCI 2022 is going to happen.
I would say questionable. I wouldn't go outright out and say like doubtful, because I feel like they're thinking of like any sort of precautions that could make it happen. It's been 2 years off now. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like people are like,
People are getting the itch.
people are getting the itch. Not me. I'm kind of glad I'm done with it, you know?
Same.
Kind of glad I'm behind participating in it, and now I can enjoy it or teach if the opportunity arises.
Yes, I'm so glad I can just focus on school and like whatever I want. And I'm glad like teaching isn't an option right now because there's less stress on my end.
Yeah.
It's just so nice to be able to look at old videos and say, wow, that was fun. But not have to worry about the stress of video assignments, showing up to camps, getting chewed out.
Yeah. And I always hated being down at school, and you and Mickey would be like teaching someplace, and it looked like a lot of fun. And I wanted that.
Teaching's a lot of fun, especially when you have people you like around you. I've been in teaching situations where I'm not a huge fan of the other staff. And at the end of the day, yeah, it's about the kids. I love teaching the kids. But if you can get along with the people you're around, it just makes the whole experience for everyone so much better because there's so much cohesiveness. Then everyone's just like is on the same page without speaking. But when you're not seeing eye to eye with another instructor, it's just it blows up. I once taught at a school where I was on year 3, and this one girl comes in, late woman. She has a degree in music education or whatever. Is a band director of some middle school. Cool. Director's friend. I've been there for a couple of years. She did not like me. I think it was because I was young. I had a good time teaching.
Young hotshot.
Because when I teach, I'm not about, it's going to be serious. It's going to be X, Y, Z. It's like, no, we're going to play it by ear. We're going to have fun. We're going to get better, though. But we're going to have a good time doing it because why would we do it if we didn't want to enjoy it?
Exactly.
She did not like that style of teaching. She would tell me, you need to teach them this while she's in front of my kids, like while we're both in front of them. And I would just be like, I did. We're working on something different. Well, I need to see it.
Why do you need to see it?
You teach the woodwinds, though, don't you? I just need to make sure they know how to do it. Hey, you guys know how to do this? Yeah. All right, they know how to do it. I was not very, I did not let her walk all over me during that time. That was my last year at the school because I came back home. I wasn't out there in the city anymore, so it was a little more of a hassle, and the money wasn't right anymore. If not for that headache.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like, she did not like me. And it was pretty insulting to be talked to that way in front of like students, to where the kids are saying, why does she have an issue with you?
Yeah.
It's like, kids should never know when there's an issue between staff. That should always be behind closed doors and figured out before you go to rehearsal.
I agree. I think the only time I've ever had like a quote unquote issue is one time when I got yelled at, and I don't think it was an issue.
Teaching?
Yeah.
Okay.
Such a bullshit situation. But, yeah, long story short, I got yelled at for doing what they told me to do, like, in a rehearsal. And that was, like, I think the only time I've ever gotten, like, you know, like, scolded or yelled at. But I agree with you, like, just being, like, having a relationship with, like, the staff, it reads so much more to the kids. Because, like, you know, I've taught a few places just over the summer because obviously I go away to school. And, like, places I've taught where, like, I know nobody versus places I've taught where, like, I know you and Mickey and, like, have a relationship with, like, other staffers. Even, like, in other schools where, like, I've would hang out with them after rehearsals.
The staff, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, it just, it reads better to the kids. And it's
just a better environment.
It's a better experience. Yeah.
Because, like, at Minuco, teaching with Mickey, Trip, like, we're all good friends. We hang out. Yeah. And then when we just go to rehearsal, we're hanging out but teaching. And we're just feeding off each other's energy, feeding off what the other one's saying. And the kids are just, like, on a go kind of process. But the moment someone is introduced to the mix where it's like, maybe it's not a good vibe with the rest of us, it kind of just slows the whole process down because now we have to get them to our speed of, while we might not say we want to do it this way, we all know the way we want to do it.
So did that awkward stage. Yeah, I feel it. And especially with people you know you can talk to, you can directly talk to them and say, why don't we try this? Stuff like that. That's why it was fun. It was really fun teaching Stag with you and Mickey and Round.
Yeah. Like, it's easier to confront someone if you know them.
Yeah.
Like, I confront Mickey so many times, not on teaching, but, like, while we're teaching, I'll make fun of him blatantly of, all right, let's tune. Me and Mickey are doing our thing. I'm just beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. It's like, okay, I'm tuning quads. He's on the snare drum. turn like one lug, back to ramming notes. I just throw something at him, like, can you just shut up? I'm trying to do something, and you don't seem like you're doing anything right now. You're just playing to play. And he's like, oh. And then we talked about it afterwards, and he told me, like, I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize it was that distracting. Like, no worries. I just needed you to stop what you were doing because I was busy at that moment.
There's this great thing that they invented. It's called a practice pad. It's so you can practice.
He was tuning.
But he was just ramming to like
in
tune.
between.
Hey man, you gotta flex somehow.
Just like, are you listening to what's going on?
Gotta flex those high schoolers some way or another.
I just wear my medals.
So I just wear them under my clothes so you can hear them clinking.
I just wear the MEPA medal all the time.
Do you mean the one you didn't win?
I
You have
told
other
him-
medals you won, you know.
I tell him about Rhythm X.
I tell them about the good old days.
Yeah, when I marched with Tim Jackbanks.
Yeah, and Andrew Mark Banks.
Yeah, it was great. We all got along. Touch was an okay show.
Urgh. Your strings are messed up. I've been meaning to tell you that the whole show.
Yeah, no, I took it out the dryer and it's been like this.
When am I gonna get my hoodie?
You didn't put in an order yet. You said, I want a white one with the logo. They're all white ones with the logos. The circle one. They're all circle logos.
Remember we had this deal.
Yeah, and you never told me which hoodie you wanted.
Yeah, I did the one with the. I said the Star Show.
And then you said you'd ask Ellie what she thought, and you never told me what Ellie thought.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, am I right? Oh, weird. Well, I think we should wrap it up there so you and I can have a conversation off screen
I
about
want to
this.
get reprimanded.
Yeah, we're about to have a chat. Well, thanks for listening to this episode of Space Show.
Yeah.
Be sure to like, subscribe,
Yeah.
follow on all the things.
Yeah.
Spotify,
Yeah.
iTunes. Buy some merch like Danny's about to do.
Do that.
What else is there? Do we have any other plugs?
I don't know.
Leave some questions in our link tree.
Be nice to each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Show your support.
Yeah. We're going to try to get this a little more regular, like we used to do it.
Like the good old days.
Yeah, we'll try our
We can do
best.
that.
Yeah.
Being remote, we can do that.
We will definitely do our best to give you a quality product every week.
Yes, sir. Because your satisfaction is our guarantee. We guarantee
guarantee
it.
Bye.